This big bushel of plants, as you guys can see, this is actually asparagus. Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to Big Deli's garden. I'm back here with you. I know it's been a while. You guys miss me? I missed y'all. We got a lot going on today. Gonna clean up the garden a little bit, make it look pretty. Already got everything planted. Got a lot of vegetables out there. Got our fruit box behind us over here. This thing is blooming already. This fruit box is going crazy already. Strawberries are looking juicy. Going everywhere. It's gonna be huge. Probably your Trump fans out there. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, let's take a look at the garden. I'm excited. Beautiful day out here. It's about 80 degrees today. I can't believe it. And then next week, actually in about 3 weeks, I'm going to the beach. West Palm Beach, here we come. Florida, it's gonna be great. Hot, sunny. Big Deli losing a little weight too, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a beach body. I'm gonna still flap around a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. I'll be tight. Anyway, let me show you the garden over here. That is the Big Deli garden, everybody. As you see, I got some blooms already popping up, some weeds to pull, some clutter to get out of there, and some more mulch to put down. But this is just the beginning. Last year, I originally built this box. It's cedar wood around the outside, filled with some compost soil. Got some rocks that were originally in my front yard as decorations. Just put those bad boys around the edges. And then fill the edges along with mulch as well to make it look pretty. So today we're going to fill the middle with mulch, make that all look pretty. And I'm going to show you guys the plants. So here it is, everybody. Here is the garden of deliness. This garden is going to flourish to be one of the best gardens in all of YouTube. Let me show you what I got going on so far. Say hello to my little friend. His name is Carlos. He'll shoot you dead if you step foot in the garden. Stay the fuck out of my garden. So in these first couple rows here, we got some lettuce growing. Little gem lettuce. It's little leaf lettuce, very tasty, very juicy. Goes good in a lot of things, especially salad. Duh. We also got that Sylvia lettuce. Sylvia is the colored lettuce that you see, the red purplish leaves. It's actually already got some sprouts. Hopefully you guys can see those sprouts. They are coming up. So hopefully you guys can get a good look at those sprouts coming up. There's lots of them. That patch of sprout there. And it goes all the way to the back. That's the first sprout of lettuce so far. Still very early in the season. Right next to that Sylvia, we got some Brussels sprouts. So we got some Brussels sprouts right next to our lettuce. Not seen any action yet from the Brussels sprouts, so no sprouts there yet. Now, that's a pun on words, right? Actually, I take that back. There are some sprouts. Let's take a look at those. Brussels sprouts are sprouting up as well. Look at that. All the way to the back. Next to Brussels sprouts, we got arugula. As you see, the arugula is already sprouting. It's coming up nice and strong. That only took about 2 weeks to actually come up. Planted all this stuff about 2 weeks ago. Good strong sprouts there out of the arugula. I'm not gonna have to thin that out at all. It's gonna be nice. Next to the arugula, we got some spinach. Spinach is so good in everything. I'm Italian, so I love spinach. I love my pasta sauce, my gravy, and I also love Alfredo sauce. Alfredo sauce and spinach Alfredo. Oh, so good if you haven't tried that already. And since Diet Deli's around, instead of using pasta noodles, I make zucchini noodles now. Zucchini and carrot noodles. It's amazing. I'll show you guys a video on that too. So that's the lettuce products. Like I said, Big Deli's turning into Diet Deli, trying to slim down a little bit, get rid of some of this deliness, but you know, got to keep it deli in the kitchen. Got my own shit growing. It's going to be great to use in probably every dish. Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all digging the glasses? Big Deli, you know, you need some glasses in this life. So got some glasses. Now I can see a little better, do things a little bit better. You know, it's nice. Anyway, like I was saying, I can make zucchini noodles. Very healthy choice as a replacement for pasta. Very low in calories and carbs. Mix it with your favorite sauce or some ground turkey or some ground beef. And oh, so good. Such a great dinner. I'll show you guys a video on that. So next, what we got here is this big bushel of plants. As you guys can see, this is actually asparagus. Asparagus is a perennial plant, so it comes back every year. Last year, we only had these things come up about maybe 4 or 5 inches tops. As you see, they're about 3-4 feet high. These things are pretty fucking big. They are not mature enough to eat though, so what I'm actually going to do is chop these down and have them grow back again. So hopefully the next time when they grow back, they'll actually be mature enough to eat. So we'll chop those down today. Next to the 2-year asparagus here, we have some peppers. I like to do both sweet and hot peppers. The first row where you see the sweet down there is a sweet heirloom pepper. It's the long version of the pepper. The sweet bell pepper is right next to that in the second row. I don't see any sprouts in these rows yet. Let's take a look though. That little plant back there, that's a weed. I gotta pluck that shit. Yes, no sprouts yet from the peppers. Those do take a little bit to germinate and actually sprout and come up. Next to the sweet peppers though, we have 2 rows of hot peppers. The first row here is a half row of habanero and a half row of jalapeno. So the very front of the row is going to be the habanero plant. Back of the row will be the jalapeno plant. Next to them we have our tequila sunrise peppers. That's going to be the front of the row in this one. And on the back of that we have peppercini peppers. Those are the kind that you see on hot dogs and pickled in jars, kind of like jalapenos, but a little bit sweeter. In the back here, we're going to have some bushy plants that are going to be coming up. I can already see a couple sprouts of them coming up right now. But the first section of this row, first section of this back row right here, this is going to have yellow zucchini squash, or a yellow summer squash, some might call it. I call it zucchini because they taste the same. The middle here, though, is going to have your normal zucchini coming up. I can show you they're sprouting right now. There go some sprouts on that zucchini. Don't mind the weeds. I got to put the garden gnomes to work and got to pluck all those out of there today. And as you see, these are all the weed plants coming up. Over here, though, I do believe these ones are cucumbers. I am not 100% sure. I planted cucumbers in this section, right in that area. And there's a bushel of them popping up right there. So I'm not sure if it's a cucumber plant or trees popping up. So if y'all know, comment that down below. Let me know. I got some cleaning up to do, get rid of all these weeds. I also have only carrots going right now in this section of the garden. So this row right here that you see this sprouting coming up looks like grass. That's carrots. Let those grow throughout the whole season. Once you see the tops of that plant die, that's how you know when to pull them out of the ground. Alright, so here's the dilemma. Got a patch of plants right here that I don't know what the hell they are. Pretty sure they're weeds, so I'm probably going to pluck them. But I want to see what you guys think. Right next to it, we got zucchini squash right in the middle. And to the right of that, we got cucumbers. I'm going to show you the difference. So here goes the patch of that mystery plant. Does look kind of suspicious, eh? Over here, though, we got some sprouts from the cucumber plant. As you can see, there's a big difference by the leaves. Over there as well. And over here are the sprouts from the green zucchini plant. So a huge difference by the leaves. We know they're not vegetables. We're going to pull these out. So living in Illinois, we have this problem with trees where they're shedding all these freaking helicopter seeds and they go everywhere. And if you're a freaking grower, you know about this problem. Because if you don't get those seeds out your garden, you're going to have little tree sprouts in your shit. Who wants trees in their fucking garden? I don't. My little garden gnome feels my pain though. Tell those fucking helicopters to go away. Fuck you, helicopters. As you see, this is a big problem. They're everywhere. So either this year, it's the end of May right now, the middle of May. It's the day before Mother's Day. So this year I might go out and buy myself like a fish net of some type. Very threaded fish net, if you know what I mean. Something to catch all these things before they actually go into the garden and cause this problem. So I know if I clean all these out now, 2 hours from now it's going to look the exact same. So as you see, I got this chicken wire fence cage all along the edges here. Except for the back fence, of course. But all along the side edges where I can easily go out and buy some oh shit, fucking bees! So that's Big Deli's garden right there, guys. That's where all my deli vegetables are going to come from this year. It's going to be so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited for these plants to grow too. Last year was a banger. Starters jokes? Shut up. Got jokes? Anyway, so as you see, I made my own little makeshift gate right here. This is a child's gate attached to a pole, attached to some more chicken wire, following along with the rest of the fence. Star! Jokes? She's so crazy. But check this gate out, guys. $10 gate. Bungee cord. Bungee cord. That's what's holding it into place. Same on the other side. There's going to be mulch, but there's still going to be that brick right there. The reason for that is because of that. I'm probably going to move that brick up so the gate only goes about that far. And as well, the gate's going to be bungee closed as well too. Now, I only want it to go that far because I don't want any animals to kind of squeeze through there, so I might even put it up a little bit more. So that's the gate. Costs $10 to do. Easy, cheap, and it works. As you see, it's not hard to grow your own food. Very simple. All you need is dirt, water, and seeds. And as long as you got that sunlight, you're going to have a good season every year. This over here is my second grow bed. We made this one, as you see, out of cinder blocks. And in this box, we actually have 3 strawberry plants growing. They're actually doing really good. I planted these as seedlings. So they're about half the size when I originally planted them, but they have really developed right now. Let's take a closer look at these plants. So as you see, plant number 1 is blossoming like crazy. It's actually starting to vine outwards towards the cinder blocks. It does have 2 berries on it already that I can see. See that berry starting to turn red, looking pretty good. That plant is looking healthy. I'm loving it. Plant number 2, for being smaller in size, is actually doing great as well. It has almost triple the amount of berries on it as plant 1 did. Just look at all these berries. Looks like one of them is already ripe to pick, so we might try that one out today. Got another bushel of berries growing up top. No vines on this one coming outwards like the other one. So strawberry plant number 3 is quite similar to plant number 1, especially in size. It does have a vine shooting outwards towards the middle. And it looks like it has a couple of berries of its own, as you see right there. A couple starting to pop up top. These strawberry plants are about to be so freaking amazing this year, guys. Make sure you stay tuned to future videos to see the progress of how these grow. I guarantee you those 3 strawberry plants are going to take over that whole box. We're probably going to have thousands of strawberries this year. So friends, family, get ready for a shipment of strawberries coming to your house, along with some other great deli vegetables. So what I'm going to show you guys next is how to do a little trap or trick for bird prevention. Birds can be a nuisance in your garden, especially if you just planted seeds. They'll dive down in there, pluck those seeds out, eat them. They'll eat your worms. They'll eat the important bugs in your garden. Birds... Stars, jokes! Shut up! Sorry about that. This bitch. Anyway. So stars, like I was saying. Not stars, but... So birds, like I was saying, can be a pain in the ass when it comes to gardening. And this dog can also be a pain in the ass when it comes to shooting a video. The birds will eat your seeds. They'll eat your bugs. The bugs you want to keep. So I'm going to show you guys a way to make a little trap if you have chicken wire surrounding your garden, of course. So as you can tell what I'm doing here, I'm actually just cutting the top of the chicken wire. That's how it looks right now. That's what happens when I cut it. And then I'm taking those two ends and forming them as like hooks or pointy ends, nails. Ain't no bird gonna want to put their foot on that. Not too many birds are small enough to kind of get in there either. I know there's just some small birds out there, but there's not too many in the area right now. So you get yourself some of these bad boys is all you really need to do this job. Give that little cut right there. As you see, it cuts through like butter, no struggle. Very, very easy. And I actually won these at work, so it didn't cost me nothing. Actually, you know what? No, I bought these at one of our sales, but they were only $1. Alright, so once you got those cut, you're just going to bend those ends up to make them look exactly like that. You can use the pliers to do this, or if you got strong fingers, just make a V. We are back in Big Deli Garden, ready to go at it again. About to put up this bird. It's bird netting is what I got. The bird netting is actually going to help keep all these tree helicopter seeds out of the garden, as well as the cotton that's going to follow after that. If you're not familiar with Illinois, it snows here in the summertime. And the snow is cotton, and it all comes from the trees. That shit gets in your garden, creates all these little sprouts in your garden that you don't want. They're little trees, little weeds. It's pointless. Freaking annoying. Hate it. So hopefully this bird netting helps us get rid of that problem this year. So that way we don't have too much cleanup when it comes to the weeds. So as you see, we went out to the hardware store. We got some mulch. Going to finish off the mulching in here to make it look nice and pretty. Going to weed out all the big weeds too around the garden that's outside of it. So those don't look, you know, like crap around the garden. Want to make it look pretty and beautiful, you know. It's always good to have a pretty garden creating delicious vegetables. There's just something about the vibe you put in your garden. The better the vibe, the better the vegetable. Guarantee it. Stay positive when you grow your vegetables, my Delians. You'll always have a good outcome. Here in the strawberry box, I went out and I got some few different bags of soil. Going to use the soil to fill up some of the holes on top of the cinder blocks there. It's going to help stabilize the tiki torches I'm going to put in the corners. And in the very back there, the back row against the garage, I'm going to fill all those holes up with soil, and we're actually going to plant sunflowers back there. It's going to make it look extra pretty, very beautiful, and those strawberries are going to produce so much. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Got all that mulch out of the bag. About to go in there now, spread it out, make it all even. Get yourself one of these, a metal rake. Good for moving things like mulch, soil, stuff like that. Makes life easy. If you're doing it with a regular rake, it will work. Just gonna be a pain in the ass to do. So invest in one of these, only about 10 bucks. Makes life so much easier. So I got that mulch, spread it out. It literally took only 60 seconds to do that, guys, with that metal rake. Very, very easy. Hardest part about that was moving the mulch from the car to this area to spread out. I even got that done with a wheelbarrow, so that was pretty easy too. So the next thing we actually got to do is clean up all of these freaking helicopter things that fall off the trees from the garden. And then after that, we're going to put this bird netting up. So hopefully all this shit doesn't fall back into the garden. It's a little warm out here today, but it's beautiful outside. That sun feels great. As you see, your boy sweating, but that's okay. It's a good sweat. Diet Deli loves the sweat, embraces the sweat, just like I'm embracing these vegetables. Ooh-wee. But anyway, back to the garden. So I got all these pesky tree helicopter seeds out of the garden right now. So before it starts raining more of those bad boys, I gotta plant these tomato plants that I got. I got 3 different types of tomatoes. And then after that, got to put this bird netting up, and hopefully that'll keep all the garbage out of the garden. So you guys saw what it was like before with all that garbage in there. As you see, I got most of it out. Right now it is still kind of raining those helicopter seeds, so there are still some falling in there. But I got a good like 95% of them out. Now it's time to plant these tomatoes and put this bird netting up. So I got 9 tomato plants there. 6 of the plants are going to go in this space here. And then the other 3, we got pots on the deck that we're going to put them in. So down here we got 2 beefsteak plants going down here. We got 2 aroma tomato plants going down. And as well as 2... I forgot what the other 2 were called. Hold on, let me check. Alright, so those other 2 plants, one is a sweet million cherry tomato plant, and the other one is a beef or beet bush plant.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They're all tomatoes, should come out very good.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Second one is called a better bush, not beet bush, better bush tomato plant. Can y'all see that little fucker down there? See that little fucker right there? Ah, he just flew off. There he is. But if you can see that little fucker right there, that's what you call an asshole with wings. Ah! All right, my Delians. Those tomato plants are now planted in the garden. Total of 6 out there. That first row going right to left, we got million, or actually the first plant is called Sweet Million Cherry Tomatoes. The plant behind that is called a Better Bush. 2 in the middle row here are my aroma tomatoes. Last year those things produced like 1 million tomatoes. Those are so good. And then this row right here is the beefsteak tomatoes. These things are huge. They come out gigantic when they grow. Alright, so I got all that done. All the planting is done. Now I got to finish this bird netting, as well as these bird little spikes I'm creating on top of the fence. These things. So I'm going to finish that off. I'll come right back. Alright, so I got all the fence tops clipped. So they're all nice and spiky for these bird traps. Now I got to put this bird fencing up. Get started on that. So I got the main garden box done. The fence is completed. The bird netting is over the garden now, so all the bullshit helicopter shit that's falling off the trees, as well as the cotton, is going to get stuck to that. It's going to work out perfectly. Last thing of the day to do is just put this soil in these cinder blocks over here, stabilize the tiki torches, plant the sunflowers, and then have a beer. So there's the garden with the netting over it. As you can see, that netting is perfect texture to keep all that bullshit out of the garden. Not sure how good you guys can see that, but it's nice, thin. The blocks are small on it, so it won't actually let any of those helicopters through. When the cotton starts falling, it might come down through the garden on that, but hopefully a lot of it will get stuck to this stuff. So there is one ripe strawberry, at least I think it's ripe, that I picked off of the strawberry plants. This bad boy right here. It's kind of small, but it's looking pretty ripe and deli, so I'm going to give it a try for you guys. Let you know what I think. It's got this strawberry ready to go. I'm excited to try it. Here we go. Oh yeah. Probably could have been a little bit riper, but that bite was so sweet and so juicy. Oh, I'm so excited to have the thousands of strawberries that are going to come off these 3 plants. And they're perennials too, so next year they're going to be even more. Woo! So that's going to wrap up the video for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you learned something today or got an idea or just liked the video, period, please just give me a thumbs up on the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Give me some tips on the garden. What else should I do? Any ideas on how to keep weeds out of it, or how to keep it clean, or, you know, better plants to grow. Showed you everything I got growing this year. There are a couple more plants that I have that haven't showed you that I got growing, which are in my other garden bed outside on the driveway. Yeah, number 3 garden bed. Believe that? That one consists of some viney plants, so I'll show you those on the next video. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you next time on Big Deli TV, where we always put the deli in delicious.